episode we leave Hamelin Station and we head into Monkey Mia, and then from Monkey Mia we head to Francois Peron National Park. Hamelin Pool or Hamelin Bay?
Hamelin Station.
Hamelin Station. Hamelin Station was a nice little quiet stop for us. Now we're going to motor on into the Sharkbay area. There's a couple of points of interest we're going to have a look at on the way in. So you've got, if you're not familiar with the area, you've got Denham's the town, Sharkbay's the bay, and then out on the point you've got Monkey Mia, which is a resort, and before Monkey Mia you've got Francois Peron, which is a big national park. So we'll have a look at all of that. But yeah, only a short drive. We'll be there shortly.
But we're staying at Monkey Mia because I absolutely love dolphins, and at Monkey Mia they do dolphin feeding every morning, and the dolphins come right into the bay. It's a bit of a touristy gimmick.
Oh, it's a tourist trap for sure.
Yeah, they charge you extra to stay there because you are in some sort of marine conserve.
Yeah, they call it marine conservation,
Yeah.
and they're really strict about the rules with feeding, interacting with the dolphins, but they've been doing it since the 70s, so it's a bit of a con, but anyway.
Anyway, that's why I chose that place, because they do dolphin feeding really early in the morning. It's about 7 o'clock. We're never out of bed that early, and able to get in the car and drive out there. So if we stay there, we've got more of a chance of seeing them more often. So.
But if you're not into all that resorty stuff and you're into your camping and that, you don't want to be near people, then Francois Peron, there's some wicked camping in the national park up there. Anywho, we'll be there shortly. What are they?
It's not sand, is it? It's all shells.
Interesting little beach. Obviously called Shell Beach because there's no sand. The whole beach is made up of tiny little cockle shells, billions of them. Anywho, isn't there, what are we looking at now, Eagle Bluff?
Oh, I don't know.
Just sort of killing time on the way into Monkey Mia now because we're a bit earlier than check-in. Having a look at Eagle Bluff Lookout. Looks over a big bay where you can see, it's like a shark nursery, you can see juvenile sharks and stuff in there sometimes.
Not that we ever have. I think we've been here
we have.
twice before and haven't seen anything.
No, the last time we 100% saw sharks.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I'm sure we did.
Look at that sign there.
Yeah. Did you see a shark?
No, I couldn't.
Did you?
Yes, but it was very far away.
Yeah, I told you. We saw him last time too.
It was tiny.
I'll never be able to show you on the GoPro. It's a couple 100 metres away. Because you're so high and the water's so shallow, you can make him out. But yeah, tide's out, so you're not going to see much today. There is one about there. This caravan park is so big, it's honestly like a town. It's huge. Sites 501 to 562, there's that many sites. That is insane.
But there's a lot of chalets and whatnot as well.
I think this is just sites though, babe. Uh-huh. Yeah, we'll go to the playground in a minute. So, Monkey Mia Resort, isn't it? Monkey Mia Dolphin Resort?
I don't know, it's owned by RAC.
Yeah.
RAC Resort. Because we're RAC members, that's the auto club. I think they've got it around Australia, don't they?
I think so.
It's just called different things. But ROC, WA.
The birdie and a seag on the van.
Ah.
Yeah, ROC, WA. Because I'm a member, it was pay for 2, stay for 3. So it was $115 for 3 nights. So
it'd normally be about 58 or something.
yeah, it's pretty expensive here.
But we're getting it for 39-ish, something like that.
Yeah, but the people that were checking in opposite us were paying $76 a night.
So what's the go with that?
Well, I think it depending on when you've booked and how busy it is and stuff. Like caravan parks will often jack up their prices, same as what hotels do.
When they're fully booked, they'll jack up the prices on that day.
Or if it's peak season, just because they want more money.
I knew they did for peak season, but this is off season, so they'll do it.
Well, is it off season? It's busy.
I know, but it is.
Yeah.
October 1st is the end of the.
Yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah, they do it all the time.
There's also like a bit of a dolphin show they do in the morning. That's a separate fee, even though it's on the resort grounds. That's another $15 per person.
Well, it's at the beach.
Yeah, it's on the beach out the front of the resort. But you can't just sneak over there. They check your tokens and stuff, so you've actually got to pay to do it. $15 per person. Tiff's dolphin mad, so she'll definitely do it. I'll try to get out of it.
Cam thinks it's a rort, which it is.
It's a definite rort.
You're paying a lot to be here, and then they're charging you $15 to see the dolphins, but they're different companies. This is owned by RAC.
And that's actually a state government.
That's state government, so what can you do?
Anywho, Chloe's stoked to be here. What are you doing?
Let's go, Caravan Park. I mean, playground.
Playground and pool.
Look, caravan park. No. So this is how we do.
Wow. Cold.
Me when I do the stick.
Oh no, Chloe, your phone was in your pocket. Your phone was in your pocket. You don't have a phone. 4 pockets.
Wow, cool joke.
Yeah, dad jokes. Tiff and Chloe have gone down to watch the dolphin exploitation. So I'm just going to hold down the fort here. How'd you go with your dolphin experience?
Look, it probably wasn't worth my 3 hours. So what happens is they tell you to meet at the beach at 7:45, and then you've got to wait around for about an hour while they go through the talk and the safety and walk down to the beach. And then there's literally 2 people with 3 fish, so there's 6 chances to get picked from a crowd of nearly 200 to actually go into the water and feed the dolphin. Once they've done that, they move away from the beach for 10 minutes to give the chance for the dolphins to head back out and do their natural thing.
Well, it's very natural.
And then if they come back in, they'll do a second one, and then they'll repeat that up to 3 times a day. I hung around all 3 times, so it took me about 2 hours, but right on that last, the third experience, the last fish, she picked me from the crowd, so...
Tiff's dolphin mad, so that's like a dream come true for her.
So we got to go in, Chloe and I got to go into the water and hand a fish to the dolphin. And that was about it, really. Apparently it's a big research program. It's one of the biggest research programs for dolphins in the world, apparently. But yeah, I'm sure there's some sort of reason why they keep feeding them and doing what they do, so...
Anyway, you enjoyed it, that's good.
Yeah. So yeah, it was $15 to actually get in there. and get down to the beach, and they're checking everyone. Like, you can't just slip under the rope or anything. They've actually got the beach cordoned off with rope, and you've got to hand a token as you walk in. So yes, anyway, you weren't interested, so you stayed behind.
No.
Now I just need to swim with one up really close.
Oh god. We swam with them in Hawaii.
I know, but not really close.
And that was just a genuine wild experience. We were just snorkeling.
Yeah, years ago we went to, 5 or 6 years ago we went to Hawaii, and we were just swimming off one of the snorkeling spots off the coast in the Big Island, and we had about 100 of them, spinner dolphins, just surrounding us. It was amazing.
So this morning we're going out on a boat cruise. What company did we go with, Tiff?
On the Aristocat.
So we're out on the Aristocat, and it's a catamaran that takes off in Monkey Maya.
I think it's the only one running at the moment. The other one's out of action.
Oh, because of COVID?
No, because the boat's getting redesigned or something.
All right. So anywho, they're picking us up at the boat ramp at Monkey Maya, and they're going to take us out for about 3 hours, and basically just trying to spot some animals. So we're really hoping we see a dugong. Neither of us have ever seen a dugong in the wild, and we've been up here like 4 times. And obviously living on the west coast, up north where dugongs do live, been up here heaps of times, but yeah, just never seen one. So they're quite elusive. They're a pretty shy animal, and I think even when you do get them on camera, they're quite difficult to capture.
The guy at the dolphin feeding yesterday was saying that they're really active at the moment because the weather's warmer, or they're migrating somewhere, or something's happening, but they're really active at the moment.
So good chance?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, fingers crossed we see one.
And I was talking to a little 10-year-old girl at the dolphin feeding, and she said that she saw hundreds. So.
Hundreds of them. So yeah, fingers crossed. Tiff got to feed a dolphin yesterday, which was a big bucket list thing for her. And for me, I'd love to just see a dugong. That's a bucket list thing for me, so hopefully I get my day today.
Can I take 2?
Definitely take 2. They don't make you drowsy, do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, they can do. I get very seasick every time, and it's always my idea to book boat cruises. And every time we do, we went and did one in New Zealand. We went and saw some whales off the coast, and I got so violently seasick I wouldn't even look up to see the whales. So it was a complete waste of time. But anyway, I like the idea of it.
Yeah, it's always Tiff's idea to book them. Everywhere we go somewhere, she books some sort of cruise on a boat, and she gets violently ill every time.
Not every time.
Yeah, but you seem to forget about it.
Yeah. Anyway, I want to see the dugongs, so.
Bottoms up, sickie. Alrighty, so we've just left Monkey Maya. That was about 15 k's back that way, and Sharkbay is another 15 or so k's that way. So we're in between the two. Sorry, Denham is about 15 k's that way. So we're in between the two. This is Francois Peron National Park. Francis Peron, I don't know how to pronounce it. So we've got a National Park Pass, so we don't have to pay entry to get in here, but you normally would. The National Park Pass only covers national parks in WA, and it doesn't cover all of them, but it does cover this one. So we still have to pay camping fees. It's $11 per adult per night, so $22 a night for us. So it's like a honesty thing. You fill out your details, bang it in the box. So there's a few different campsites and a few different things to see here. We're coming in here. They've got a tyre inflation system here, so you can use their pumps to pump your tyres back up when you're coming out. It's all full drive tracks out from there. So we're thinking of camping in Big Lagoon because they reckon that's as far as you can take caravans, and they don't even really recommend that. The rest of it is you can take camper trailers. A little bit funny for us because, I don't know, technically speaking, a hybrid, is it a caravan, is it a camper trailer? No one really knows. Some places they'll allow you to take them, some they won't. But we're quite happy just a day trip from Big Lagoon.
I was running here 2 nights anyway, so one night would have been full day exploring, so
yeah,
what difference does it make?
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll stay here tonight, and then tomorrow we'll spend the whole day just driving around the park, looking at all the different beaches, snorkeling, fishing, all the rest of it.
What's Daddy doing?
Checking the tires.
Doing his tires.
He's doing his tires.
So boring, isn't it?
It's so boring for little kitties. And for little, and for mummies.
So tyres down to about 16 front and 18 rear, 18 on the van. Hub's locked in, and we're off. So where I was airing down, they've got a pump up station as well. There's an air compressor that you can use for free, so that's pretty cool.
It's pretty unusual.
Very unusual.
Yeah.
But every time I've been here, I've seen someone bogged on this track every time. So I don't know why. I think just because probably a lot of people that don't do a lot of full driving stay in Monkey Mire or Denham, and they just come out here for day trips and they don't really know what they're in for. But yeah, you've got to let your tyres down. You've got to have proper full drive and some bit of clearance, because it can be a little bit boggy and chopped out and stuff.
You normally get a lot of backpackers in here too with those wicked camper vans.
Yeah.
And I guess they don't have air compressors.
Yeah. Righto, Francois Peron. This is the Big Lagoon. You can see it sort of through the bushes over there. 7 campsites on the lagoon and about another 7 behind us. So we're here 2 nights. So I've done the awning sidewalls and stuff. This sort of setup takes us, what, Tiff? 15?
Yeah, but you're a pro at it now. Like,
yeah, we got
the sidewalls Cam does by himself. It takes you 5 minutes.
Yeah.
While I do everything inside.
Yeah.
And the kitchen, and we're done.
So yeah, unhitching, leveling, hot water system on. It was level side to side, so we're not on ramps. We just unhitch and level the front with the jockey wheel. Anywho, yeah, it's like a 15-minute setup, and we're completely protected from the wind, the sun. It's good. We're really enjoying this van and how simple it is to set up. So we're talking to the camp host when we got here. His name was Dennis, nice fella. He was saying we'd made the right call coming in here to camp. He said our size van, we probably would have got it further up the point, but he says you just destroy it. The whoops are really bad, and they're so bad you can't get up speed. So then you're losing momentum because you're going so slow, and it gets quite deep and sandy. Yeah, and then you get stuck behind someone bogged, because there's always people bogged on that track apparently.
Well, there are bugs here.
Yeah. So stress-free, we'll stay here. We're unhitched, so we'll just take the car out by itself, and then we know we're going to be sweet. Oh, I've parked on top of someone's thong, Tiff. Who's that? Is it closed?
Oh, yeah.
Bugger. Parked on top of your thong, look. Your poor little thong's under my tyre. What happened?
Oh, I do want all my toys out.
Oh, that's alright. We'll sort it out. So there is dunnies here, just drop toilets. That's it. There's no water, no power, anything like that. 22 bucks a night. The back of these sites all has your own little pathway to get to the lagoon. There's some cell signal on top of that hill, which I'll need later to post a video. No campfires here, unfortunately, which is often the case with deep water sites. Apparently the fishing's alright in this lagoon. I haven't got any bait. I'll flick some lures, but I probably don't like my chances. Oh, that's cool. They've set up these specifically for watching the sunset in the afternoon. I like that. open ocean out that way. Bit of tidal movement at the moment, must be change of tides. Camp host said you do get the occasional pink snapper or blue line emperor in here, but mainly just whiting. Never know your luck, we'll give it a crack. All those flies can smell the roast that I've got cooking in the travel buddy. And they're desperately trying to get into the canopy. So I stuck a 1.2 or 1.3 kilo rolled boneless shoulder pork roast in there about 10 o'clock this morning. And I just thought I'd go the low and slow method and maybe have like a little bit of a pulled pork thing tonight. I don't know how that'll go. So I've only stuck it on about 160 degrees and I put it on at 10 AM. I'll probably get it out about 5, so a good 7 hours. See how that goes. Just going out for a drive to see the rest of these points of interest in the park. But you got to be looking where you're going on these tracks because there's heaps of lizards like this big boy. I wanted to take the van right up to the point and camp at Bottle Bay or Gregory's. But we couldn't really get a straight answer whether you're allowed to take caravans or anything up here. A lot of advice not to, but I'm glad we didn't because this is quite deep and soft and it's just so whoops and corrugations, so many whoops and corrugations you just can't get any speed up, so we'd have been bogged. Oh,
we're very, very heavy, but there is a sign about 4K's back there. And it does say no caravans beyond this point, so...
Yeah, so we weren't allowed anyway.
Yeah.
If you're full driving and you need to let some air out of your tyres because you haven't done it already, wait till you find a stretch where you can pull over. If it's so boggy that you're getting stuck, don't stop in the middle of the track, so then I've got to stop behind you. So
we just passed someone. That was the boggiest section of the track back there. You didn't really want to stop because if you did, you'd get bogged. He was stopped right in the middle of the track. He had to quickly shut his door and we had to go up into the bush to get around him. So
I see that all the time, mate. It's something that really me. So that point down there is Cape Peron where we just were, the red cliffs on the beach, and you can walk along this beach the whole way. It's 1.5k, or if you're lazy like us, you just drive it. I'm going to get the drone up here because I can see quite a bit of splashing in the water in the shallows down there. Don't know what it is.
Dolphins.
Oh, it's dolphins, is it? No, I'm not allowed to fly near them anyway, but I'll still probably get the drone up, see what else is out there. tell you what, those trays I got from Roadrunner Off-Road, these deep dish ones, are so good. On all those full drive tracks we're on today, when we were doing massive dips and whoops and bounces and stuff, normally two things would have happened before. Before I had this latch set on, the whole roast would come flying out. That had happened on several occasions, so the latch is an absolute must. The insulated door, I don't know, like, I'm not sure how well that works. I'd have to actually do some testing on it. It stands to reason that it would work really well, but I just haven't done the testing yet. It should make this thing more efficient and it should hold temperature better. But hard to tell because you're doing such long cooks anyway, it works well either way. But the deep dish tray is brilliant. On all those whoops we're talking about, normally I'd have had juices and stuff running out. Because it's so deep, none of that happened. So yeah, roast pork for dinner. And some veg. For some reason the tinned potatoes sort of went kind of grey coloured in there, but the sweet potato and the onion looks really good. Oh, and I did actually cut the crackle off and finish it on the fry pan like I normally do.
Oh, I just ripped my skin off as I came off the couch.
Ew, because it's leather. Gross.
Excuse me, Chloe's hungry.
Chloe's hungry? Alright, thanks, Skipper. Yeah, you take camera and I'll pass you food. You hold that?
This is our little kitchen hatch, isn't it?
Yes, and there's a stove.
Yeah. Daddy just passes dinner through the hatch.
Pass it out.
Gravy.
That's a sauce.
Chloe's set the table, haven't you?
Yep.
Yep.
Do you need a drink, Mum?
Yes, please.
Lemonade?
Don't say that word.
Sorry?
We don't have any lemonade.
No, Coke, I mean.
Yeah.
Mommy's on Coke.
Coke.
Drinks.
It's just easier to eat inside with all the flies.
And here comes the star attraction.
Who, me?
No.
Oh.
Food.
Oh.